to show your last 30 days?
$10,000 per month.
You see yourself in 6 to 12 months. Give us a number. Give the viewers a number.
100K for sure.
100K a month, easy? You're booking right now?
100K in like 2 months from now.
2 months from now.
Yeah.
And one of my goals was to hit a 1K week. And literally the next week, I hit a 1K day.
Let's talk about December, your first real month working with us. What did you do numbers-wise?
So I'm at 13K now.
It's this way to ensure that you're never gonna reach your goals, to 100% guarantee that you never, whether it's starting an Amazon business, whether it's starting a dropshipping business, whether it's you have something that you wanna do, the fastest way to 100% never reach that goal is by not starting. 30-second clip on purpose for you guys today, and I just wanted to really, the most important thing you could do for yourself is just getting started. It doesn't matter what you see on TikTok, it doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch, it doesn't matter if you watched my 6-hour course. If you didn't implement it, if you didn't start it, all that information that you've learned doesn't matter, right? Especially right now, 2025, right? There's so much information out there. There's a 6-hour course, there's ChatGPT, everything is out there, there's no excuses. The people, right, that are always gonna win, the people that are always going to, have success with everything they do are the people that they get started and then they think about it later, right? So if you've been, it's another message, the person that I'm talking to right now, it's a person. You've been watching my videos, you've been watching all these make money online videos, but you just haven't seemed to you didn't get started, but you have like 6 months worth of knowledge. You've been doing research since the start of the year. You had the New Year's resolutions, or maybe you started, but you haven't been consistent. And this video is to this person right here, right? All those people you've seen in the clip below, Kaylin, Mark, all those were RJ, Sadiq, Jean, all of them, they realize it, because starting is uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Starting something, you don't know if it's gonna work. There's uncertainty. But you have to understand that uncertainty is way better, and starting is way better than just staying in the same position. Because if you stay in the same position, right, you know where you're gonna go. You know where your end game is gonna be. Because the worst thing you could do is try to do the same thing every single day and hope for different results, right? Like if you've been watching videos, like if I spent $10,000 on my Amazon business every single day and I was doing 25 to 30K a month in sales, but I wanted to do 100K a month in sales, right? Mathematically, I wouldn't be able to do that because I didn't change my inputs. I would have to change my inputs to get to that 100K per month. And before I even do that, I have to become the 100K per month version of myself. Man. And this is something I'm super passionate about because I get on calls with all these people. They're like, man, I've been looking into Amazon for 4 to 5 months. I've watched every single YouTube video. I don't have any, I'm like, that's 4 to 5 months of progress. Like, I'd rather you wake up, just start, get your Amazon seller account, it's $40. Get your Keepa sell it, it's $80 to start. And just suck at sourcing, because maybe you suck at sourcing one day, the next day you still suck, but you get a little bit better. Maybe you buy a bad product, right? And you're just learning and learning, you're making progress every single day. Instead of the person that just, he's too scared to start, but he's still watching, right? He's still getting all the information, and his brain is telling him, hey man, you watched 2 to 3 hours of YouTube videos today, or you talked to ChatGPT for a bit and you've got smarter today. But like, who's making more progress? The one that's constantly failing, getting real world experience, the one that's like, you'll know how to read a Keepa chart once you read 100 different Keepa charts. If you want to learn how to swim, are you going to read about learning how to swim, or are you just going to jump in the water and start swimming? And that's the most accurate representation of starting an online business, literally. Because you have 6 months of trying and failure. You're gonna get so much further than a year, 2 years of research. And all these John, Mark, all those people, they didn't know that they were gonna get success with Amazon, right? Sadiq came in, he didn't get progress for 6 months. He just wasn't taking action. And once he started operating like the 10, 20, 30, he's at like 60K right now. Once he started operating as the 50 to 60K a month version of himself, that's when and he started changing, putting in more inputs, he started sourcing more, he started getting feedback loops. That is when the sales caught up. I hate the word manifestation. What are you gonna manifest? That's been such a crazy concept too. What are you going to manifest? You manifest something by putting in inputs towards it. By putting in effort if I want to do 100K a month, I have to set a whole plan about, okay, I need to spend X amount on inventory. I'm currently at 30K right now and I'm stuck. So I need to go X amount harder. I need to put X amount of more times in. I need to work harder. I need to build more systems. I need to delegate. This is a proven plan to get to that goal. But if you're sitting here thinking, I want to start an Amazon business, I want to hit those 10, 20K months, but you don't have an actionable plan that you can take, if you're not actually taking action on it, then it's just a dream. It's just something like, I want to go to the NBA, man. I want to get rich. You know, everybody wants to get rich. Everybody wants to have a business. I don't think anybody wants to, you know, clock in, make somebody else's business rich. I know I don't want to. That's literally why I started. And being in the same position was way more uncomfortable than it was starting or taking that risk or taking that jump. And until you're willing to get uncomfortable and realize that I'd rather get uncomfortable and fail and maybe have a chance of success than stay in the same position, then you're never going to start. I got Sadiq to 250K in sales his first year selling on Amazon, and that's before Q4. He's gonna finish at 350, 400. And the difference between all the people who made it in Two Nice Profits, because I've noticed these patterns over, you know, helping hundreds of people start and scale their business. Literally just seeing all the people that have crushed it, all the people that have done well, and all the people that have taken them so long is, they were willing to get uncomfortable. They were willing to show up every single day, and they were willing to focus on the inputs, right? Everybody wants the results. Everyone wants 30 to 40K per month, but they started seeing those results. Every single person that crushed in Two Nice Profits, they didn't come to me saying, hey, Faraj, I want to make 10K in my first month. They didn't come to me saying, hey, Faraj, how much profit am I going to make in my first month? They didn't come to me saying that. What do I need to change in my day-to-day life every single day to get to where I want to go, to become a six-figure Amazon seller, to replace my current income? What habits do I need to change? What things do I need to learn? What inputs do I need to put in? And that's what separated it. Everybody that I've seen, you know, that have been like, I want to get a BMW M4 Comp in 6 months. I look at them 6 months later, and it's like they're, you know, still at the same position. They haven't started. They haven't taken any action. They haven't taken any action. They haven't really done anything. And the biggest thing is one person focused on the inputs of getting 1% better every single day, and the other person just super comfortable with this situation. The idea of starting a business sounded good. The idea, and maybe, you know, searching up YouTube videos, but it sounded good. Like, that idea sounded good and everything, but he wasn't uncomfortable enough to actually take action and start, right? So right now, I mean, let's just say you're in a job that you hate, or you're looking at your trajectory right now and you're talking, something needs to change, right? If you do the same thing over and over again and you're saying, I want different results, it's mathematically impossible. This video is, you have to change your inputs, right? If you want different results, if you've went through this whole 2025, you just wasn't happy with it, you didn't like the inputs that you put in, it's time to do something different. It's time to start, right? It's like if you've been doing 2 to 3 months of research, but you've gotten zero progress, right? But that one person, a good example, Suf, January, he had his first 10K per month in his first 30 days selling on Amazon, but he was super fixated on just action. What can I do this? And he was constantly learning, and he was constantly getting feedback loops. But he was super about inputs. He didn't even care. He was like, I'm just gonna show up every single day and we're gonna see what happens. But you have the other person who's kind of like too scared to get uncomfortable. And 6 months, he knew about the business model. He knows it works. He sees all these people getting results. He has the value. Why are we not getting the results? So if I had one single statement that I could leave you with, is just take action, get started. Same thing they said, same thing every Two Nice Profits member said in the start. Just get started. It's way better than just staying in the same position. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
What do you think about the people that don't believe in Amazon FBA in 2025? What do you have to say to them?
Take me as an example. Before Two Nice Profits, I literally knew nothing about Amazon FBA. I just was able to take that first step and actually just start. And having the connection with Faraj, the direct communication with Faraj and his access to all this knowledge, I definitely value Faraj and his communication.